like double tap. Like, man, Rickles is putting in so much work tonight.
It's because of this man on the right here, the Ocarina of Time final boss himself, Ganondorf. Spoilers, by the way, if you haven't played Ocarina of Time, that game's awesome.
I'm excited to see it. I'm totally excited to see how Rickles does work with Ganondorf.
Versus the Villager, the classic of Panda Bair. And, you know, you thought you might see a Isabelle in this situation, because I know Panda has been working on that, but retreating to the tried and true, already getting some bowling ball action going on.
Just sticking with the juggles, sticking to what Panda knows best. This is looking just like the same old Panda Bair that we've seen in all of Smash 4. And looking nice. He's moving around really well, not really inhibited by any. Oh, setting up a tree. Oh, I thought he was going to water get Panda there for a second.
Yeah, he's doesn't really feel slowed down by like getting used to the new platform layout here on Pokemon Stadium 2, because this isn't a stage that we've had, you know, the pleasure of playing in Smash 4, but using that slingshot coverage to just put on pressure so far away. What is Ganondorf supposed to do when stuck on that platform and there's just bullets coming your way?
Like there have been a lot of things that has changed through several matchups in this game, but this seems like it's just kind of the same old where Villager has his own, and as long as he keeps that zone, Ganon is pretty much not very much a threat.
Ooh, and trying to combo into that spring. Okay.
But there was nowhere for Rickles to go on that bowling ball.
And Villager's not allowing Ganondorf to even show off these new tools. We've seen the Ganondorfs in bracket. By the way, Ganondorf's plural in this bracket.
There's multiple.
Going far. The other Ganondorf player, I think his name is Sorey. I have to look at it. Sorul, thank you. He got 9th. Hell of a run for him.
You know what? That's not bad. Like, this is going to be the interesting time in Ultimate where you're going to see so much character variety as people figure their stuff out.
Ooh, and the jab block coming
that
through.
That was a jab block. Oh my.
He maybe could have gotten more damage out of it if he recognized it. Okay. You just got to swing the big lumber.
God. All right, nice parry. Rickles starting to kind of recognize those defensive options.
Oh, if you want to beat a Villager, you got to have some kind of parry on lock, especially when you have this corner pressure on. This is your spot.
And here's the thing, like, even though the parrying in this game, it's kind of the same as third strike, where if you parry a projectile, you don't really get a whole lot of frame advantage because the opponent doesn't freeze. It's still, you don't take percent, number one. Number two, you don't take shield damage either. Mm-hmm. So you still stay in somewhat of an advantage state. It's just different. Like it's keeping neutral. Right. Instead of trying to gain advantage in neutral, it's just keeping it at a level pace. Or right there, see, look, he managed to punish with down B off of one parry. I'm so glad that I get to talk about this mechanic on commentary now.
Oh, but what are you doing? You're super dead.
How do you deep for that?
The the geometry down there under this stage is so wacky. How do you know when you're supposed to tech?
I mean, honestly, you know what? Sometimes when you're like that deep, you just gotta go by feeling. And what, like, it's all about knowing your positioning. And if you're stuck under the stage like that, you just gotta, you know. You gotta hold on to what you got, and you just gotta go for it.
That's something that Rickles has been talking to me about when I've asked him about how he feels about Ganondorf in this game. Is you're able to use those up Bs in the corner when someone goes for like a neutral getup or someone goes for like some kind of just laggy getup, any kind. You can use it to grab them out of the shield as a command grab, and it kills it like 120 on the cast. It's a very powerful way to just snipe someone out of the lead situation, and it kills so early.
Yeah, Ganondorf's just got some scary, scary tools in this iteration.
Going in there trying to just damage the tree with the up tilt, not really necessarily worried about hitting the Villager. Ooh!
That's still a slow enough move where if your reactions are good, you're not going to get hit by that anytime soon. But still, it's still scary to get hit by it, because I think up tilt still either does a lot of shield damage or just straight up breaks shield now. I haven't seen it done on a full shield, but I have seen it just...
That was an attempt right there with the wizard's foot in the air. He was hoping Panda would stay in shield, break it.
If he did not roll, then that would have been a shield break. That would have probably been lights out, too. The nice patience there, punishing with the flame choke, almost gets with the down smash.
Right, that's not a combo like it was in the previous game, apparently.
No. So that is very dangerous. You have to react to that kind of situation, and if you guess wrong or roll in, that's going to be lights out.
Oh, and anti-airing him with the up smash.
Speaking of lights out, lighting up those fireworks, And sending Rickles off the top. Panda's going to take a 1-game lead.
Cleaned it up at the end.
Yeah. Now, to my understanding, we're still, for top 8, that's from semis, we're still doing best of 5, right?
I do believe it's a best of 5 situation.
So these are going to be the first matches that is a best of 5 format for all, or at least for this region at least.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. And that'll be for top 6, so the first round of top 8 on the loser side will not be a best of 5, but later rounds certainly will be.
Because granted, we did start a little bit late and things ran a little bit behind. I mean, that's what happens when you get almost 130 people here. Everybody getting excited for the new game.
I actually wonder if this whole set's going to be played on this stage. This is turning into the new Gentlemen's to Smashville.
You know what? I like it. I kind of like it. I've always liked the layout of the Pokemon Stadium stages. I feel like it's very balanced for all the characters, and you really kind of get a nice, even layout that has a little bit of everything for the entire cast. So really, if people keep gentlemening to this stage, I wouldn't mind it. If this becomes a thing in this region, I'm going to let it rock. Now, obviously, if I do have the opportunity to go, like, tri-plats or something, I'm going to, because Palutena is good on tri-plats, but,
But if you want to take away tri-plats from someone, of course, there is no platform here, but it's a good place to gentleman to, but not interested at all in winning this in a gentlemanly way.
Oh, no, he's that bowling ball, but Rickles responding right back with the runoff up there.
Everything Ganondorf has kills you.
It does.
Except for, like, maybe jab, but I bet that'll eventually kill you if you wait long enough.
There was one string where Rickles landed with something in a jab, and it did overall, like, 35% with 2 hits. That is just, that's levels of frightening. But right there.
That's a part of why we're seeing the Villager instead of the Isabelle. These bowling ball traps are so tried and true, so familiar, and so explosive for Panda Bair. It's really giving him a good ride in this bracket so far.
True. It's keeping him in the pocket. It's got him in a position where he really, Rickles going too far, but he manages to make it back. And Panda Bair's ledge trapping, just putting up.
Just do it, man.
That forward air just goes through everything. I love it. It's like watching a truck just blow through a building.
But the Wizard's Foot not gonna go through the Lloyd Rocket. A little bit too slow on the trigger there, because remember, I believe that still works the same way where it has startup.
Rickles still has a jump. He's gonna be able to make it back here. And Panda just kind of relying on his zone now.
Using all the space on Pokemon Stadium 2, but with combo!
That's a nice little exchange there. I like that.
And look at Rickles with the awareness on the side that he had more than enough time to air dodge just to get a little bit of burst of speed and then recover anyways, because the lag won't be long enough to mess up his recovery. But he's getting whacked every way to Sunday right now.
That's going to be game 2, another bowling ball gimp, and Panda's now up 2-0. Super solid play. It's it's like he's basically hitting the ground running. He has not missed a single beat. And I've been watching him play on and off all night. I've seen what the Isabelle can do. I like what I'm seeing from that front. But in terms of characters with no recovery, I think, he has a good combination between his Villager, which was already very, very good, and the Isabelle, which can work against character. And right here, he's sticking Villager with Cloud.
Oh, he's locked into the character choice, right?
Oh yeah, no, he's.
So we're gonna see the Cloud come to play, and Rick again tells me he's been working on some other characters, some other newer characters, but these are his 2 mains from Smash 4, and he's gonna stick with them for a little while. Nice parry in the start, trying to just put on a little pressure, and I think that these cross-slash mix-ups are gonna be a little bit of the future of a Cloud meta, according to what Rick has told me.
At the moment, I can definitely see that cross-slash is probably the most consistent way of at least applying pressure and getting damage with Cloud. I mean, obviously he still has his juggles for a bit, but in terms of ground game, that's really the option that I feel a lot of Clouds are going to stick with.
Limit already online. Remember, that will last about 15 seconds, so Rick's got to pull the trigger. I actually wouldn't have been surprised to see a cross-slash there, but going for Blade Beam instead.
But no, not killing just yet. Good DI from Panda.
The stock in Blade Beam goes up a lot just due to the fact that Limit is on a chart or on a 15-second timer now, because you can throw that out just to be aggressive in a lot of different situations.
You were talking about the side beat earlier, and I just saw what, you see how much. Whoa!
Nice.
He caught him out of the jump.
Making it happen with the shadow of his former self, Cloud here. Doesn't need landing up there. Doesn't need none of that stuff. We got a big lead already for Rickles. Well, he had a big lead for Rickles.
Sorry, I mean, as long as you shake it off, then it's not that big of a deal. It's just, all right, one stock.
All right, that's the new jab from Villager. Remember, all jabs have some kind of like finisher, I believe, in this game.
Avoiding the Lloyd Rockets. Trying to approach with forward air and just kind of utilizing that space. I do think that forward air, it still spikes, right? Yeah.
Forward air? Yeah, still has the spike box. It's just all the sword hurt boxes from Cloud are just all like much smaller. You can actually even see the Buster Blade just looks a little smaller even in his hand. It's most notable when he goes for like a neutral air, because you see like even the bottom of his feet aren't necessarily covered.
All right, so one thing I'm noticing is Rickles is starting to kind of read those offensive options from Panda Bair. He's starting to recognize the times where he's jumping in, and more importantly, he's starting to figure out the parry window for those aerials. So Panda Bair's got to watch out. He's doing good on his doing good on his offense right now, and he's keeping Rickles at bay. But you absolutely have to be careful, because one aerial, one misstep could lead into a parry, and if he has limit, that's going to lead into a huge punish.
When there's like a slowdown to that cross slash now, I don't think that means it's even as punishable as it was last game, but it's still pretty hard to punish. Okay, just hit him with it, but not enough.
That's still a huge exchange. He's going to get a lot of limit by knocking Panda off stage. Both back in neutral. Panda trying to space with his slingshots, but getting with the neutral air. Side B not going to connect. It's a grab, but the Lloyd Rocket breaks him out of it.
Taking your time. All right. Is he trying to stall? He's going to die if he doesn't. Okay. He's trying to stall the limit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And that's right. And Villagers.
Yep, there it goes.
Yes, there it goes. If it's not used within 15 seconds, limit is legally allowed to leave.
Oh, and he spot dodged there!
Oh no!
Poor thing. Oh.
And that was almost a broken shield, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, at percentages like that, I feel like if I get my shield broken at 0, at least in this game, I feel like it's not going to be that bad. Because I can't really think of anything that Villager can do still at 0 to...
Oh, the Renai combo. If you remember, he broke a shield at 0, and he did like a huge tree setup, and it did like 60% or something. But that was Smash 4, of course.
Yeah, it could be different.
I mean, all damage numbers in singles is now inflated by like 1.2%? Or 1.2 times the percent.
Oh, nice use of the up smash to get around the down air. And Panda putting on some more pressure. It's at 153, so all it really takes is one really well-placed aerial from Rickles, and it's going to put them both down to one stock.
Yeah, but how do you hit someone with an up air now? I guess the answer is don't. You go for the down air right over the Lloyd Rocket.
That's still a very good move, that hitbox. Even though it is a little smaller, it still has the lingering effects, and it's still just a really powerful move in general.
I wanted to see a pocket Blade Beam, but I don't think we're going to have enough time for Panda to pocket the Blade Beam at this point. Yeah, instead we're just stalling out. We could see a finishing touch. I heard that is a little bit faster.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
The hitbox is not as big. Like most of all Cloud's changes, the hitbox has mostly got smaller.
Well,
but
as the percent's rising, it's really not over till it's over.
Finishing touch is still something you can do.
But
however,
he air dodges, he's forced to burn it.
I guess no finishing touch if the set ends soon.
That's right. I didn't even realize the time. We're almost 1 minute and 30 left on the clock.
Shouldn't time out. Yep, that back throw. Oh, wow. From all the way over there. Won't get it done. But that tree is right where it needed to be. In the 3-0 for Panda. He's moving to winners finals of the first Ultimate Ignition. Based on his tried and true gameplay, not really mixing up his strategy too much with the Villager from Smash 4.
Very, very consistent. You know, honestly, the one thing that I have always known Panda for